Clap your hands. Wow. Well, welcome Mississauga to the Mybindi Comedy Show. Yeah, Mississauga is a great place, isn't it? I love Mississauga. I love coming to Mississauga. I grew up in Mississauga with that person right there.
You guys have Desi cab drivers out here? You know, I love Desi cab drivers, but they're all, in New York, they're all the same. They've all got like that Bluetooth set, right? They've all got the Bluetooth set and they all drive around. They're like talking to themselves. Who knows what they're... 1 minute, $7.
So, Anu, in the city of Toronto, actually in the city of Mississauga this year, which is right outside of Toronto, tell us what it's like to be a part of a show in Canada.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know the difference between Mississauga and Toronto. I thought it was in Toronto. When I got here, we got out of the airport. We're going away from Toronto. I'm like, wait, there's Toronto's over there. The cab driver's like, yeah, we're going to Mississauga. I had no idea.
It's Mississauga too.
Oh, Mississauga.
Yeah. See, we're learning things, and that's what.
Mississauga. Yeah. I didn't know.
No, and I actually grew up in the city, and it's funny because there weren't that many Desis here before, but now there are. So tell me what your experience has been like performing for different types of crowds.
I love performing for every type of crowd. I mean, whatever they are, whoever they are, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Desis, non-Desis, Eskimos. You know, we get made fun of for our accent so much, don't we? We get made fun of all the time for our accent, but there's one thing our accent is great for: calling tech support. Let me tell you, I call tech support. He's like, hi, this is Raj from Dell. I'm like, hi, this is Anu. Anu, hey! I'm off the phone in like 3 minutes. I don't know what the white people are talking about.
You've had a stellar career by reading your bio. Tell us about some of the people you've worked with.
I've worked with Jim Norton, Russell Peters, Jim Gaffigan, Greg Giraldo, Jay Okerson, you know, decent amount of people. Love to work with more talented people like yourself as well.
Oh, no, I've absolutely, I barely, yeah, maybe. For our audience at home, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a chef. I own a little restaurant. It's called Cash and Curry. That's not a joke. It's actually called Cash and Curry. Although our lunch crowd of 2 people yesterday was a bit of a joke. But yeah, no, we have a restaurant. We're not open for lunch. I'm a caterer and stand-up comic, cooking instructor. A lot of things on the go. I may be emceeing a wedding soon. I'm going to add a wedding MC. I'm not comfortable with that process. I don't know. And then there's the other process we have. We can go pick, right? And go back to the homeland and pick. You know the saying, you can pick your wife, you can pick your nose, you can't pick your wife. I'm not comfortable with all those rules.
Let's get into then some of the experience you've had performing. You're fairly new to the scene, but you've had quite a lot of experience in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's gone well. Actually, I used to do a lot of weddings. I used to MC a lot of weddings. Used to do speeches or MCing, and I just got more and more comfortable. 350 people at a wedding, and I said, I'm not getting nervous anymore. Then I started getting worried about why I'm not getting nervous anymore. I thought maybe I'd burnt out the part of your brain where you get nervous. So I said, this is going really well. I can finally live out the dream. You know, there's a list of things you want to do before you die: bungee jumping, then somewhere do stand-up comedy. So I said, I think I'm going to give it a try. I'll tell you the story about a guy, you know, he's in Montreal, and he left for India, and he got married, you know, 5 days, honeymoon and everything, wrapped it up, he came back. I was like, cool, man, Ravi, congratulations, you know. When does your bride arrive? He says, Ali, if I'm lucky, 6 months. If I'm unlucky, 2 months.
The opening comic, so there's a lot of pressure. My friend. How did you find your way to the Mybindi show?
I know a friend, Dave Bath, who did it last year. He's a comic too here in Toronto. He told me about it. And I also know Russell Samji, who gave me the contact of Syra, and I just sort of did the email thing, and it ended up working out.
Have you been to the show before?
No, I have not. First time.
You know, you gotta be proud of who you are. I'm Punjabi, I'm from Malton. Malton? I know there's Malton people have been here. There's a lot of Indian people in Malton, because it's right beside the airport. Soon as they get off the plane, they can just smell it. I think we have found the promised land.
Where do you draw your inspiration from?
You know, people. I mean, I love people. I love people watching. My family is naturally funny. My grandmother, my mom, my uncle, they're all just drunk, fat, funny Punjabis. And that's where I draw it from. I'm actually the quiet one in the family, because all I'm doing is just collecting it all and just writing it down later on and then make fun of them on stage. Nice. So, yeah. And then there's, you know, I talk about, you know, I am Indian, but I talk about universal themes. So, I talk about family, and I talk about relationships, and working, and what's about living in the U.S. and in North America in 2007, and what's it all about? And it's universal, so it doesn't matter if you're Indian or you're Greek or you're Italian or Jamaican or you're an alien from Mars. Well, it doesn't matter. We're all going through the same thing.
It does matter if you're an alien from Mars.
It does, because what ends up happening is that you get better benefits, I think, healthcare benefits, if you're an alien from Mars. So
I think you'd experience a lot of racism.
Yeah, racism's always going to be there. That's why there's always stand-up comedy.
My dad was kind of strict. He's a strict Punjabi, practicing Sikh. We were not eating meat, not allowed to eat meat. And my mom felt sorry for us because we see those Chicken McNugget commercials on TV. They're dipping. We're like, Mommy, McNugget. So one day she felt sorry for us. She snuck us in some McNuggets when my dad wasn't around. But she made us eat them quick. Hurry up and eat it. No dipping sauce.
Much more coming up on Bollywood Boulevard after this break. We'll be right back.